why is the modern evangelical church so obsessed with homosexuality? Like, it's this, you know, we naturally think in dichotomies, right? All or nothing. It just seems like people sort of say straight people and gay people, like those are the only two things. It's like one or the other. And I'm just like, yeah, how did we get to this stage where we're obsessed with it? Obsessed. Christians are obsessed with homosexuality is the biggest sin.
Yeah.
Maybe sex before marriage and drinking, I guess. But I'm just like,
drinking.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts there?
Like I think there are a lot of reasons. I think one of the biggest contributing factors to why evangelicalism is obsessed with demonizing and dehumanizing queer people is the patriarchy. I know that's like a politicized term, and there's a lot that goes into that, but the whole notion that the male is the head of the household, the male is the dominant gender, that men are the right way to be human in the world, that they have God-given authority, that this is like evangelical, right? I'm not just talking in the world and history and like ancient worldviews. We're talking currently evangelicalism today. They are indoctrinated to believe that the man is over the woman in authority, right? They'll now say that they're equal in value, but they play separate roles, which we call this gender complementarianism, which was invented in the 80s by evangelicals. That whole idea is new. And the whole thing is to support and protect misogyny and sexism. The notion that a male is divinely entitled to authority and preeminence is coming from a male-dominated society, and just also the Bible is 100% written by patriarchs, by men, for men, right? It's not for women. The Bible is not a great source for women's rights. It doesn't liberate women. It has no explicit like defense of the validity and equality of women in the conversation in the game that we're playing, that we're calling life. So I think it roots and is stemming from patriarchy, this whole notion that men are it, like they are the ideal, the right way. And then obviously there's all these other things that came in from that. And I think that as we watch from when the Bible was written and collected and whatever, and translated and passing through the centuries, we watch different collections of men take these texts, interpret them, apply them, hold them over people. There's a period of time where people literally couldn't even read the Bible, and only certain people could. And guess what? Those people were men. And then like when the government steps in and monarchs are starting to involve themselves with what the Bible means and how we apply it and who's allowed to be Christian and who has to be, and we start seeing all kinds of atrocities and injustices and violations of human rights in the name of Jesus by men in power using the Bible to coerce and like dominate people for them to live according to how these men wanted them to behave and participate. So then we get to hear the church, the evangelical churches. I mean, the Southern Baptist Convention just had their, big meeting a few weeks ago, and they kicked some churches out. Rick Warren is this huge voice in the Baptist world, and he got kicked out for standing up for women pastors. That's where they are right now. It's like this anyway. So we can go off in many tangents and branches, but I think ultimately homosexuality is demonized by evangelicals because straight males are the ideal, the divinely authoritative figure in the family unit and how God's kingdom is supposed to be established. And when you've got a man who's attracted to and having sex with another man, being put in a female position in their mind, it's violating everything they believe is right and good about what it means to be human and follow God.